Okay, now we're going to learn about the least common multiple. Now let's talk about those words for a minute. Least means the smallest. Common means that it is in both lists. Multiple means that we're looking at the product of each one of these numbers times another number, but we're not going to use zero in any of these cases. So we're going to use the list method first, which means we're just going to list out as many multiples as it takes for us to find a common multiple, and we want to find the smallest common multiple. So that means we're going to find that multiple first. So once we find a common multiple, we can stop listing. So let's go ahead and start with a couple of examples. We have the numbers 20 and 60, and we want to find the least common multiple between these two numbers. So I'm just going to start listing. 20 times 1 is 20. 20 times 2 is 40. And then I'm going to skip count 60, 80, 100. I'm going to stop there to see if I find any multiples. But if I start listing my multiples of 60, I have 60, 120, and already I have a common multiple, and that common multiple is 60. So I like to circle my common multiples just so it's easy for me to see. So my LCM, or least common multiple, for 20 and 60 is 60. Okay, let's do another one, 15 and 21. So I'm going to start with listing my multiples. Marker got a little dry. So 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90, 105, 120. I'm going to stop there. Once I get to 100, I usually try to stop and check, and then I can continue if I need to. So let's list the multiples of 21. 21, 42, 63, 84, and then 105 and 126. Now, I noticed I have something in common already. 105 and 105 is in both lists. It's the smallest one, so my LCM for these two numbers is 105. Okay? Now, we're going to do one more, but I need to erase these first. And we're going to do three numbers this time, not just two. So we're going to find the least common multiple between three numbers. So let's look at 12, 24, and 36. Okay? So let's list the numbers. We'll start with 12, 24, 36, and I notice I already have a common multiple, but I'm not sure if I have a common multiple between all three yet. So I'm going to list a few more. So 48, and then 60. I'm going to stop there just for right now and go to 24. 24, 48, then 72. Okay, I'm going to stop there. I'm already above this one. Let's go ahead. 12 more to this is 72. Okay, so now I have a couple of common multiples for 12 and 24. Let's do 36. 36, and then 72. Okay, now let's look at this list. We've got 24 in common between 12 and 24. I also have 36 in common between 12 and 36. But I need to have the same multiple in common for all three. So the lowest number that I have in common for all three is 72. So my LCM for the numbers of 12, 24, and 36 is 72. So whenever I have more than 2, I have to find the lowest common multiple of all of the numbers that I'm listing. So the list method is just skip counting until we find the first common multiple between all of our numbers.